Twin Flames, it's the Rainbow Wizard. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing amazing. I will be doing a reading for you. It is the 5th of April. I haven't been doing a Twin Flame reading for a while. I was away over Easter and to see my family. So I'm back, yes, and I have a couple of days off. Again, YouTube for me is just a hobby, one that I spend a lot of time on. I probably have done tarot now for 30 years. Yeah, so I love to be back here with you guys, and thank you for being here. And I will just look into first check into your situation. I'll do separate spread before I dive into the main spread. There, Twin Flames, please like if you like this video, if it resonates. Let me know how your Easter celebration was as well, if you had one, or just if you had a break. It's always lovely to hear from you all. And let's just check into your energy first there, Twin Flames. Okay, so we have a Queen of Pentacles. You might have Earth in your chart. It says here that you have... The Magician is a very, very powerful card. It's number one in the deck. It's also one of the most ancient. I see they have the Magician. I'm not sure in this here, but in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, the belt there is the most ancient of the cards apparently. So it's something about you have inherited gifts from your ancestors that you could be using, or you should be using. You might be overcomplicating something that you don't need to. Something comes natural to you. Perhaps you don't realize that, but you already have the gifts. You don't have to put as much effort as you think you have to do. That's a message for some of you. And your current situation is that you're trying to make sense out of your tools and what to do with your tools. You might be not balancing the tools you have as well. So maybe you're focusing too much on, okay, you want rewards immediately, and then when you don't see it, you might just get stuck on using, only thinking of the material. So it might be blocking you, but the advice here is to spread your just to spread your attention across the tools, because they're equally as important, and you will also have joy from utilizing the other tools that you have at your disposal. You will feel more fulfilled. Now, there is a person around you that is significant. They might have fire elements in their chart. This person is someone that have a lot of passion and a lot of desire. They want to connect with you. However, this person, they might have missed their turn, or the wheel have turned. Something that is destined seem not to be destined, because the wheel has turned, and it might be so that they see that you have chosen yourself only, and they have missed that opportunity as well. However, the wheel is turning again, Twin Flames, and when it turns again, there is another opportunity to connect with someone that once you were on the same page with them, or this is also a person that you're about to encounter. Very often when you meet someone, it's that passion, it is that excitement as well. The element of fire is very much in the mix. And in the near future, you are going to really get that spring in your step. You really are going to feel alive. You're going to feel vibrant, and you're going to have fun. Also, it has to do with your power. You have a lot more power than you think you do. Perhaps for a while you have the mental influence that you might sort of sabotaging yourself a little bit is that there is sadness about what you have lost time, lost feelings. But now it's time to reflect also about your hopes and your fears, about what it is that you need to do, what have you lost, what actions are you going to take, and perhaps take a leaf out of the book of the Knight of Wands that is very ambitious. It's nothing wrong with starting over and just feeling excited about something for the first time, even if it's not the first time. It's kind of like, let's say you have built a business and it was very successful, and the first, when you went through all the motions with building the business, and then maybe something stopped and you feel that, oh, I don't, that's it for this business. I need to open another business, or it's just not my thing. I need to, and you don't know what to do. It's something about to say that it doesn't, remember how you felt the first time, because you have been successful once and you don't feel successful, or you have lost out in a love situation, supposedly. It says here to not try it. It's something about taking your time here a little bit more to heal, and it can be done in many ways. It says here that you might have been focusing too heavily on the earning money or your income, or kind of polishing off your coins. You look glamorous, everything looks in order, but it's something about you need to force a balance, and it could seem very tricky to do, because once you put too much, it's easier. And I think we all know what we have to do in a way. We all know common sense. If you read a book, you'd be like, oh yeah, shit, I know all that. I know all that. No need to tell me. But it is here just advising you to, it's that you have such strong tools. So you don't want to let any of these tools, get too much dust on them. And it could be to do with the cups. Cups have spilled over in one area where you have felt disappointed in love, but it might have triggered other areas in your life. It seems here that now is the time to say, okay, why did this happen? Why did my either confidence get knocked? Why did I stop focusing on this tool? If that was the emotional part of my life, or maybe not speaking the truth, or maybe not saying what's on my mind, or perhaps it is it has to do with not using that wand and using it to what you're good at. Something have made you stop, and fear. It's something about fear, but it's nothing to fear at all. So that's a strong message. I see that you will do, there's a tweak in your recipe, let's say, and it will bring in magic. I also see in love that you have two people. Now we're going to find out more about your counterpart. So one could be your counterpart, and that could be another person coming into your life as well. Now, there is two people showing up in the reading. Both could have fire in their charts. One person might have remained hidden based on another connection. There is something obscure. You kind of feel sad, you know about it. Another opportunity is coming towards you. If it's the same person, we will find out. But it's something about, I pick up here, regardless of the label that you have on the connection, it says here to really reflect and sacrifice a connection, even if it's the one that's on your mind. So it's almost saying here, the person that's on your mind, okay, it doesn't have to be, this is not about saying, oh, this person is doing good right now, this person is doing bad right now, this person is this person is that. If you put all that to the side, the message is that it's time to just erase what was in place with them, or what could have been in place with them in a sense. This is quite a deep message. I struggle even to explain it. It's something about like really erasing as much as you can. It's not about erasing your emotions. It's erasing almost a picture that you might have in your mind. And that means you have to really analyze what picture you might have in mind. So, okay, let me give you an example. Let's say you meet someone here in London, okay? This person live in the center of London, okay? This person, might live, up in, they live like, they're a corporate person, let's say, and they work 9 to 5. They live in this kind of little bit plastic, kind of very very sort of pretty place, all right? Wear a suit, go to lunch at the same time every day, okay? So as you got to know this person, they got to know you, both of you got to know how each other live, okay? Naturally, your mind will make a picture, whether you want to be with them or not. Humans, we make a picture. So let's say that person, and then you thought, okay, I love this person, I want to be with this person. And then if you were to visualize anything with them, naturally, your mind, if you think and analyze it, you might see yourself with that person in that place where they usually go, okay? It's just a picture. This is just a picture. Or if you know someone that live on the beach, you might picture you and this person meeting where they are on the beach. It's just natural. And you might not even think anything of it. You might not even think that, oh no, I don't care whether I'm with them on the moon or on the beach or in the high tower in London, okay? So that's not the point here. It's just to raise, not to visualize anyone anywhere. That's just what I'm getting. That's why it's deep, okay? You make what you want out of that. It's almost like, don't visualize them don't attach them to a country place or anything like that. It's because it will help erase any wounds. It will help erase any disappointment of the past, the future. That's the message. So it's a weird message for some, but hope I managed to explain it. These twin flame readings can be quite deep. So when you do that, when you erase anything to do with that person or any images you have about them, where you visualize them, there's a message coming in. It's new because it is as if you are strangers. That's the only time you can reconnect with this person, and that's why you're coming up as King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Now, I don't need comments or thoughts about, oh, this person did this person is a narcissist, this person tried to burn me alive or whatnot. No, I don't need to hear it. It's for those of you that have a kind of a healthy-ish view on someone, okay? It's not, I'm not here to advise you digging someone up off the grave. It has just a message here. Even if it's a new person, this is someone that will come into your life regardless about you erasing anything. And this could even be for those of you that if the last long-term relationship you were in, okay, so that person might be done and buried in a way, okay, so it's not really about them anymore, but your mind might still visualize a new person in that place. It's just on an autopilot. So this is more of a finding out what is on autopilot in your mind, even subconsciously. Try to change it. It's more consciously try to change it. That's the message. So when you consciously try to change any kind of visualization about either the past, the future, or anything that's attached to a person or even a person that you are manifesting, try to really visualize them, not attach them to any location. It's just a strong message. It will reset your situation in love. It will also reset your feelings. It will reset. It's like a new chapter starting for you, the one where you're able to be excited for whatever and whomever you choose to move forward with, okay? This is not necessarily, it's not about saying, oh, I will do any kind of way of thinking as long as this particular person knocks on my door, whatever the case may be for you. It is about whatever you can do to regain excitement in terms of a person, because you want to, of course. And this is possible here. It is the resetting, a complete reset that can happen. And you might be dealing with a fire sign. This reset, because for some of you here, it's almost like errors happen. There was something went off on the wrong track. It went downhill. It's something about resetting how and where you're visualizing someone, and this person is going to message you. So twin flames, that was a bit of a snapshot around you. Now I'm going to continue the main spread. I will be using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So I'll be looking into what's happening around you in general, twin flames, about your energy, feelings, advice, as much as I can. But most importantly, I will try to dig into your twin flame. What, who, where. When it comes to divine counterpart, you might be seeing a lot of synchronicities. This person, again, for those of you that are into the twin flame journey, they might lead you astray at first, or there might be a connection that you always led astray, or this is a painful connection in many ways. I feel at the moment also Aries resemble the the number 1 as well of the zodiac. We are starting over. It's that freshness, and so it makes a lot of sense that these messages came up for you as well. It's like a reset in your life in general. This is a time, very much of a time to start fresh in every area of your life, to start over, to just be new in every relationship, in your endeavors, in your heart, in your mind. Start off today as it is your first day of doing it, like it's your first day of school. Now I will just meditate briefly, and I will be right back, and stay tuned there, twin flames. All right, I am ready to do your reading. So give it an extra shuffle to connect with you all, even if it's not live. Yes, I do connect with those that are listening, whether it's one or thousands. So please like, subscribe. If it resonates with you, you can also check out my collective readings on my new channel, Black Rainbow. So the High Priestess. The High Priestess is also, I mean, it's very symbolic for the twin flame journey. You have the cross as well. Some of you might be Catholic, Christian, any kind of religion that is yours. The letter B and the letter J might be significant. Maybe you have that in your chart, or in a chart, in your letters, initials as well, or it's related to the person that you are dealing with. And also, if you are, Christian, it is, in the Bible, it says that, you know, the High Priestess, she carries the blood of animals, so into holy place, and for sin offering. But actually, the bodies that is offered is usually burned outside. So you see this, the red here, it's like the symbol of the blood. It's burned outside, because that's what Jesus, he sacrificed his body outside, but he had the offering in the temple. So it's something about this message. So yeah, that came up. Now you have the Emperor. Many of you have met your twin flame already, or this twin flame is near you. This person could have an old soul. The person have maybe a beard, but if not, this person could have an old soul, even though an Emperor can often be resembled by an Aries. Number 4 could also be significant. This person might have air in their chart. Someone is starting to see, or you are starting to see, something logical about this connection. They're also discovering here that perhaps what they've been trying, they have failed. There is a bit of, well, not a bit, quite a lot of resistance towards one another. Someone could be burying themselves in work. Your counterpart, this person that's showing up in the reading, which is your counterpart. This person is doing things the hard way. They might also be very superficial when it comes to looks. They have an attraction to looks. So you are someone they see as very, very beautiful. You also came up as the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles came up. So together you have both the beauty and the brains. But this person is, they are not offended, but intimidated by the combination of beauty and brains. They feel more at ease with someone that have the beauty, or more of the It's a superficial way. They feel more comfortable in addressing you in a superficial way. There might have been an invitation that went like unnoticed, and this person took it the wrong way. Because this person is someone that don't really, their love language isn't really up to scratch. And this could be someone that, like, okay, say they try to invite you somewhere, and that's not a proper invite in a sense of, to them, they want you to do all the work. So there's immaturity. So this person could have given a hint, and you are not taking the hint. So this person felt wounded and then disappeared. This is someone with a fragile ego, they easily will say that, nah, that's not for me. If there's just one little bit of resistance, they just give up. So that could be, well, let's say if this person was a YouTuber, they have only a few subscribers, and those few subscribers also give bad comments. This person will think, no, I'm going to give up. I don't want to be humiliated by only these 2 subscribers that I have. They will feel terrible, okay? But instead of thinking logical, they are thinking more logical. Now is that, okay, well, you can't really look at the comments, the numbers. It doesn't make sense to give up. You have to work on it. You have to work on it to build up. You know, there is a recipe to everything. So this person might have just forgot about the recipe, ignore the recipe, and just taking everything personally. So that's where they're not coming anywhere. And you might be saying, well, they haven't really contacted me, or I haven't met them, or there's, because this person, their way of communicating has to do with this person with the 6 of Wands. This could be even someone that is there could be something as they post a picture on a social media, you are there. That day you didn't open their story or like their picture if you usually do it, or maybe you didn't even log in, or maybe you just completely ignored them and they felt like that picture was fantastic and they should get a lot of praise, and you didn't praise them because you're not really using the account, something like that. So they decided you are not interested in them. They need to find someone that is interested in them. That's their thinking. So it's possible that this person is moving into more of the logical way, because only when they're can logically think about something, they can move forward, because otherwise things don't make sense. Now, this person here is also with the King of Pentacles. There's something about them learning the hard way about love and finances as well. They might have, we have the Bull, so Taurus in their chart. And you see as well, there is in the, I don't have all the facts or details, but you see the High Priestess as well. They have there's different fruit, but I think, is that grapes? Or there is something about, I think it's peach. I need to look up the fruit, okay? But there is, the same cape, okay? And they are, starting to ground themselves. And I'm seeing and picturing here that this person is a counterpart, and that was obvious to them. But instead of it's like the magician, the emperor, the magician have all the tools, but if the magician is saying, I am the magician, do as I say, I am the magician, you must look at me. You must look at me with the 6 of Wands. You must obey and look at me because I'm the magician. The emperor says, you must look at me the way I am the emperor, and now I say, do this, and I mean this, so you must act up on it. And otherwise, God forbid, is that let's say if that's their thinking, which it supposedly is with those cards. It looks like this person, after sweating and being left out in the cold, not seeking the help, ignoring what they can do, that there is help, there is other advice for them. Well, it looks like this person might be pulling out the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, which is that, okay, they are resembling the 4 kings. Which one do I need to focus on? Which one do I have to use here to become, a balanced emperor? So it looks like someone here is using more of the logic and grounding themselves. Those are the 2 elements they might have completely ignored and just taken for granted. And as they do that, love, there is a new possibility here to reconnect with this person that is your counterpart. The lovers also resemble the twin flames, the yin and yang, the spiritual love that you have. So it is that How can you connect with this person if you forget about the actual love, if you're just focusing on the hardship of the connection? It's not possible regardless, okay? And yes, they might say, well, this connection was super hard and I'm definitely wasting my time, but that's because they were repeating the same over and over and expecting different results. In your situation here, there are twin flames. You could have also felt sort of down here and just feeling, gosh, I don't know. There's something about I don't know. Things are obscure, things are hidden, things are secret. And you, because it feels this way, you're also keeping your guards up. Perhaps lost faith for a little while. And also in many aspects of your life. It looks like also you here, and if you see the symmetry, you are bringing the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, and you might be a male, so this can also be male, okay, the kings. So please apply it to how it resonates. But it's something about the two of you needing to balance. And if you see in the first spread, there you have fire and fire. So all the elements, they need to balance. And it has to do about like you're mirroring the person simultaneously, and you might not even know it. You might just do this behind the scenes, but it is that change that is required for this union to come together. Now, many also watch twin flame readings because there is, you might going through the period where you really want them to come back at any cost, or you might even watch the twin flame reading and feel like, absolutely no way, I don't care, I don't want to be with them. But here it is again, those that watch my readings, usually twin flame readings, I would usually advise to look at, pick up the advice, more sort of how it will improve your life and the aspects that you will look at, rather than looking at the actual what would happen if the person shows up, okay? So it's a bit deeper than that. But anyway, you look at that how it suits you, and do not try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. So here comes the King of Wands. We have 3 kings already. The king that is missing is the King of Cups. The King of Cups must always appear for the emotions to flow, especially in love. How can you have love without any emotions showing? Okay, it will be a little bit dull. Yes, those that might say I've been in a relationship for 20 years with someone. Yeah, the groundedness, someone that is stable. Yes, definitely important. Yes, in a relationship, but in the twin flame connection, in the journey, you need all the elements to have the balance to get the most out of the situation. Otherwise, you might just be with an ordinary Joe or plain Jane next door. That is, someone that fits the recipe that you're looking for in your daily life. But not the twin flame journey. It's not how it is set out. What needs to be addressed here is also the communication, the lack of communication. You have the possibility here to say something, to do something, but you might feel also held back because you are saying, also for many of you are saying, I know who my twin flame is. I don't want to communicate with them. Like it might be because then, but anyway, this message is deep. So for most of you, you are picking up that if your twin flame is the person around you that you have not, let's say, come together with, and you want a relationship, and you are saying, well, yes, I want a relationship, but I do not see me being in a relationship with this person. Either way, it's something about your speaking the truth, speaking what's on your mind about this connection, regardless, because I'm not really often speaking about, who will move into whose house. I feel that's more of the signs when you look into them, what's going to happen in a week's time. Okay, who will you date? Twin flame journey is quite deep. It is here to teach you something, and therefore I would say usually the advice here is quite sincere. It's almost about even practicing in the mirror to say something to someone that you want to say to yourself, remember, because it is a mirror. That could seem very awkward because you might be like, they're nothing like me. Absolutely, I would not do what they're doing. Look what they're doing. They could block me, mock me, try to stop me, kind of thing. Okay, so you might feel like, I don't know. There might be something that you kept your guards up so much that it could have caused an inner sadness in you. So it is that be kind to what you say to yourself in the mirror. What's causing the feelings of sadness? What's causing the feelings of you are keeping your guards up? So you speaking the truth to yourself, this kind of clarity of mind, this kind of logic, is something like that, is going to restart something in your life, but it's going to open up your heart. It's the road to open up your heart, regardless of where you are going. And with the Ace of Swords, again, it's the very beginning. The star brings hope. The star brings that you can bring miracles into your life any day. The stars will never be removed out of the sky. They might stay behind the clouds, but they will never be removed out of the sky. They're still there for all eternity. So this is you also using a tool that you have you have with you, but you might have just, again, it's dusted down. Okay, we're moving back to your twin flame. So because they have been very superficial in the way they move forward, there might be a Queen of Wands in their surroundings. This is someone that, they are what it says on the label. They could have, let's say if this person is looking for, okay, they have a type, okay? This person's type could be blonde, let's say. Blonde hair, long, blonde short hair. Maybe that's their thing. Maybe someone with either bigger breasts, something else, smaller breasts. Someone that has a bigger bum, or someone that is tall, someone that is short. There's a description attached to the Queen of Wands. That could also be the King of Wands. Description. So someone has a type. They are like, oh, I'm really into this type. So this sometimes can also be immature. I would say, we're all different, but I would say 20s and 30s. I think even 30s is more superficial in a sense of like anything that catches your eye, that is like, oh, this is so my type. Where is more of those, okay? And it's also fun to have a type. It's not something you should ignore. So that this person's type is something about the way they walk, the way they talk, there's something about the label, but they don't fall for what's inside that is matching them, just on the surface. It's a little bit like being into Prada, and you can afford it, and you are like, I want to wear Prada all day, every day, and I don't care whatever it makes me feel like. It's irrelevant. I want it, I wear it, and I'm going for it, and I do it, okay? That's it. So this person has a type, but they are with the type, but it's stalling right there. So too much fire, repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating, then it's just, okay, well, eventually the balance in life, the everything is coming back to lacking. There's one thing nobody can argue with, is that we lose one of the key elements in our life over a long period of time. It will affect that very element that you were excited about to begin with, because it will be like, it's like loving chocolate cake. And then you'll have the best chocolate cake every day, right? Your teeth will fall out. So here, this is the situation. And now you see these two people are starting to turn away from one another. Yeah. They are like, oh, this is two people as well that could be, it's a bit like that. Well, they go to an outing, okay? And when these two people are in the room, it's like, wow, they could both have a show. And they could seem, for other people that are superficial, like, oh wow, that's such a cool couple. They're great, they're fun, and they keep, they keep the fire going. But it becomes hollow. It becomes kind of fake. It becomes, it's people are there for more. They want balance. There's too much fire there, so they're starting to turn away from each other. This person is at a stage in their life where they are starting to change their taste, but they have to sort of get to the 10 of Wands and then say, look, okay, this isn't working. I gotta do something about it. I have to do something about it. And they're looking frantically around, and they are looking for you. They are looking for their counterpart. Most of us will always look for what resembles us. It's just in our DNA as well. And here we have, see here, the Seven of Swords, the deception, getting away with something, acting strategically and tricky. They're also getting very tired of that. This could also resemble, we have actually the Aquarius, air, in this card here. And it's something about a myth for them as well. They're losing control and therefore they have to do something sneaky. That's usually what we all do in some shape or form, coming up with a strategy. Sometimes, what's the right or wrong strategy, okay? So, sorry, I had to take a quick break. Now, spirits, please give me some messages about my dear twin flames counterpart. What is happening around them, surroundings, their feelings? What are their intentions and actions? So it stops here. Okay, see, they're intimidated because they see you in a way of not, it's almost like very neutral in a sense. They see you as clear-minded, you are direct communication, you're very independent. But you see as well, the Queen of Swords can look a little bit grumpy. It's something about you, they look at you and they see you as, it's like a resting bitch face in a way, but then they know that you are not that person. Now, in their life, they're trying to find moderation. They're trying to find a meaning. They're trying to find, it's like the harmony. They could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you are a Sagittarius. They could have moved into a connection where someone tried to help them recover from a financial loss. So they are healing a financial loss, but then they are also set apart from their spiritual journey. Someone is helping them. I don't really yet see if it's in a relationship, because what I'm normally doing is just to look up in their surroundings. So someone, that could be a sister, could be a mother, could be a person, it could be someone they live with. I can't see it right away. But this person is someone that's helping them out of financial trouble. Now, when it comes to their financial trouble, there is something about them feeling, okay, well, if this person helped me out of financial trouble, perhaps I should stay here. Then they might not realize that, well, why did they get in the financial trouble to begin with? Because there is a catch-22 here about someone. It's like someone gets them in the trouble and someone helps them out of it. So it keeps repeating itself. They're getting themselves like into King of Pentacles, grounded. This person, they could have their own business, or they're getting into like discipline and abundance, prosperity and generosity. Now, with the Hierophant, they could definitely have Taurus in their chart. They might have been quite concerned about the social approval. And it have led to this person being quite materialistic. This person is experiencing a dark side of the wealth that they want to come out of. There is a cycle here. This is, for me, I'm seeing someone that is very much in their shadow self. There could be restrictions. There might be a lot of lust, sexuality, temptation, destructive behavior as well, codependency. So there is a karmic type of connection, and I don't really go so much into third party here in this reading, because it's more about, more deeper messages, surroundings. But I'm seeing here that they might feel that they are with the right person or the right people in their life, because it's like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours type of thing. But then they seeing also, as they heal, they can go directly back to the devil. So what I'm seeing here is someone that could be quite young, in a sense of, this is like let's say someone, they party a lot and then they recover, which is great, and then but they still have the stamina for the party, so they start again. So they're kind of saving up to be able to party. So nothing wrong with it, but they are requiring a certain sort of partner in crime. So this could be a bit of a partner in crime type of setup. When it comes to the feelings for you, is that they're starting to recognize the spiritual journey here. That a spiritual journey also have tradition set to it. This person is manifesting in a financial opportunity here, and they're developing a skill. If you know this person and you have met them, this connection have definitely triggered wanting to improve their life. But at the same time, it's actually also triggered them to, it's like sabotage it in the same way, if it makes sense. So they could see you as someone, with a star. It's like they see you as getting recognition, and then they just turn their back and like, now they're going to be very arrogant with me. They're not giving me attention. It's like they are also, it's a catch to it. Trying to compete with you, having victory, but that's because it's their mirror. Now, their intentions is with the King of Cups that is finally appearing. They are moving into more of a balanced, like emotional, but with their head and their mind. This is someone that is now, see, they have experienced a cycle, and they're seeing that there is it keeps rotating. They get back what they lost, they do it all over again. Because if you are still doing that with the devil here, and this could be anything from, let's say you recover, you get into crisis financially, you then borrow money, whether that's from credit card, the bloody mafia, I'm not saying that, but loan sharks. It's like they are in a wheel of the heel, and they do it all over again. It's repeating. So some of you could be dealing with someone in their culture, in their community where they are. This is the way, and that could work. That could work for, they always get support from their surroundings, but it's an imbalance. They sabotage it as soon as they get it back. So it's something they need to heal there. And they're starting here to look for you. They see that they're no longer really satisfied in this place with getting victory, then losing it, victory, then losing it. It's a repeating cycle. But this person could be a fixed sign. There's something about the stability that is very appealing to them as well. Let's look into you. So I feel like a situation here is quite stagnant when it comes to how they live their life. They're spending so much time to recover, but then they equally are just like blowing it all up in flames as soon as they can. So actually, in the end, they are not getting anywhere. They're just this is someone that is stable in maintaining a family life that is constantly chasing, the bills, the rent, to live in a certain place, okay? But it's living beyond their means, definitely so. Their heart is not into it, and this is a realization that is coming up for your twin flame. So the signs I'm picking up on their side, it is Taurus, very strong Taurus. They could be dealing with a Sagittarius or Capricorn. Or they could also have fire elements in their chart. So, what's happening in your environment before we look into what's going to be the final outcome? With the Three of Cups, we have good news coming towards you. Perhaps you are rekindling also with friends, family. I'm seeing here with the Magician in the reverse is that perhaps you lost your creative spark. You have lost the faith in the twin flame connection as well. And why? It's also saying here that it's something about you not speaking the clarity that you have on your mind. And this could be that you don't have the opportunity to say it to someone. But the advice here, that sounds a little weird, but it's almost like you can say what is on your mind to yourself as well. How it made you feel when that person caused you an anxiety, or you were at breaking point. Something about, yeah, again, is a deep message. You might have also tried to, with a glass of wine, it's that the pain you've had, you try to dive it down, drown it in the sorrows. Well, drown your sorrows. Okay. I see that this person here, it's possible that there's an energy that have got trapped that is not easy to explain. And this energy here has to, I'm going to dig into it. Oh God, it's even deeper. Something manifested here that it's about an insecurity. It's about feeling trapped and restricted and helpless. Feeling victimized as well. Suffocated and smothered. I would say with the Magician in the reverse as well, it's someone that, and with the Seven of Swords, there could be an enemy around you that sends the evil eye to you as well. So there is like strengthen your relationship with the spirits, with God, and so on. I personally never really thought of anything like magic or the darkness ever in my life. Actually, I'm a little bit oblivious to these things. Not that I haven't seen it, but I don't think about it before I started doing, YouTube and following YouTube. And it's like, oh wow. And then maybe also realizing that, of course, putting yourself out, because I don't use social media. It's like, of course, yeah, I found myself with swamped in different energy as well. And it's like, okay, I can't really go to someone and say, there's very few people I could go and say, well, I feel like today I'm consumed by a dark energy. What do you think I should do? Should I call the doctor? Okay. And my advice is that usually it is our thoughts, of course, that can trap us. And also it is that to do, something that is healing. I don't know if any of you have had a healer, but I've had one. And then it's about what you believe in as well. So, for me, I've had someone that, I've asked for a service and I believe that it helps. So it's like, okay, when it does, usually things lift up. So it has to do with also what you believe in. What you believe is your tools that would help you to, whenever you feel trapped. Maybe there has been a period when it comes to this person that you went into your shadow self and you could have been trying to drown your pain in drinks, or drown yourself in some way, but it only made it feel worse. You dug down the truth that you never were able to speak up to someone. It could have also impacted your opportunity and you got frozen, and you might have also blamed this connection and you were like, gosh, I really ran into, with the Five of Swords here, is as if you said, why am I surrounded in barbed wire, right? It's like, it's something here about your mind being trapped in barbed wire. We have also the spider. So it's possible that it's something linked to this person and anger about them meeting you and this person anyway not moving forward, but there is jealousy about this connection regardless. Whether it is one person or many, it is something about a connection that is beautiful and that is a blessing. There's someone here just, so they could be, I don't know why I got the calling to pull some of these cards, where sort of just ignoring you. They said this connection doesn't mean anything, but then their surroundings, you see, are watching them grow and watching them change. And they know that this environment they're in did not teach them these things. They didn't, want to make them grow. So jealous people, they are quite analytical, and they are like, oh, I know that even if they don't share their emotions about their twin flame, something is changing within them, even if they don't say they have any feelings, because they are persuading themselves that they don't. With the devil, perhaps, or you're out in the cold and they're saying, I don't speak to them. they know. So someone here, and we saw the High Priestess underneath the deck, it's that you have this Holy Spirit around you, but you might have let someone burn the bodies inside. So it's almost that you could have let someone go too close to your energy, too close to home when you were fragile as well. And twin flames are very spiritual mostly, and there's something about you letting an energy too close to your heart, to your mind. It's a bit unexplainable, and it got stuck in your mind, and now you can't get it out. This is the tweak that needs to go, and for all of you, it's going to be different. I do not have all the answers. I think, figure out a jigsaw puzzle of feelings and thoughts and all that stuff. I am no expert by any means, but it has something to do with going back to say, if you drowned your sorrows in anything as you experience pain, what pain would you have felt if you didn't? Would you have cried? Would you have said, what would you have said? It's something about what would you have done if you didn't do that as well. That's a message for a few of you. Sorry, I am going to you came closer than anyone. So yeah, again, this person don't want anyone to get close to them. They want to repeat this cycle and they feel comfortable there. And you don't know how hard it was to let you go. I'm starting to understand the connection. I feel you even though we are apart. And I feel you leaving me behind. I don't react when people mention your name. So yeah, that's exactly the energies. It's almost like they're testing themselves as well to say, oh, well, how far can they go and to run away and to ignore the connection, but they can't. It is almost like ignoring the connection to, well, your God in a sense, okay? You cannot really, at some point in your life, whether, it's something about like something that is obvious in the journey of life, something very powerful that you probably, even if you run away, a part of you will always run back. So this has to do with, and again, this twin flame journey in particular. And for those of you that is looking into or saying, okay, I'm in there, maybe you're in the stage where you have been separated for your twin flame and all you want is for your twin flame to show up tomorrow and say they want to be with you and they love you. Okay, this might not be the reading for you, because I do get those as well. This is something about like a deeper understanding of wounds that have happened, about learning from this journey. It's almost like cracking a jigsaw puzzle that's within you as well, because it's quite deep. Something is stuck within you that is painful, that have sabotaged your it's that, and when I go back to in the beginning when I said try to visualize a different setting as well, it could be very difficult for some of you too. It's like you want to avoid the topic full stop. So it's like you are stuck between a rock and a hard place. And it has to do with not expressing, analyzing too much, but it could be analyzing even as something about maybe over celebrating as well. It's something deep. You might have crawled down to a rabbit hole for too long. That's for a few of you as well. What does it mean? Spirits for my dear twin flames. So the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. Maybe you were a victim for gossip as well. Your name was shamed in a sense, something good. You were just an outcast from this connection. Yeah, it might be also that you moved into a connection that someone was juggling. Yeah, and someone abused their control with the Emperor in reverse. So they abused this connection. They abandoned their connection. You dealt with an Emperor that abandoned the connection for a different lifestyle that they thought that they can handle. That's very much it. So someone here they could even be into crime, a lifestyle that only certain people can be around them as well. For some of you, they did that even to protect you. It's something a bit out of the normal here, okay? So it's like the reason, this is not like a very, this is a complicated a person that don't live, like it's not, it's more to do with what, oh, we didn't get along because we don't like to eat the same food. Or we don't, you know, we had an argument, or someone here wants to just keep dating a lot of people. It's deeper than that. It's their whole surroundings, it's how they live. And they are saying, this is someone that it's like simply saying, well, I want to live the life of, I can handle the life of, crime, let's say. Okay, I can handle the life of fraud, because that could be it as well. It's something about they want to live a certain life that they have a certain excitement with, but they know how to heal it. So they are mastering that life. They know that with you in their life, that will constantly shine the light on them, saying that this is not a way to live. And that's without you even saying something or asking something. It's just the way the twin flame connection is. So here we have the Page of Pentacles, loyal to your hopes and dreams. I will also say here that with this 10 of Swords in reverse, it is that your knives are out of the bag. Yeah, this twin flame journey could have been more trouble than what it's worth, mildly. Like the happiness, the Cinderella, see here in front of the castle. If you see here, the clock that did strike 12. You never made it to the prom. Okay, there was bullies around this connection, and these were strong forces. But you have now left the bullies aside. So you really have, for many of it, encountered someone that is, their lifestyle is like impossible to keep up with, and that's where they are stopping. But see here, for this person here, they met you for a reason, and they were never meant to live like this. And this is, it's like I think that it's almost their cry for help got stuck in you in a way. So their grief, it's like their soul is screaming out to you. In many of you, it could be as complicated as that. It got sort of imprinted on you and saying, look, I know that I seem to, I run away and I want to live this lifestyle, but they're crying for help. And it's like, it's something about you needing to cleanse that, because for you, you are going to move into a time where you're healing your wounds. You're seeing clearly what's happened to you on this twin flame journey. And because of that, you're going to feel very accomplished. And it might not have to do with you saying, oh, well, this was a very bad ending. This was a bad turn. This was, I don't want a twin flame anymore. You will feel very accomplished when you take the next step in your life. And the next union that you move into can be this person or someone else. It's more about you being ready for to open up your heart again and again, feel like a child. That is again the purpose of this twin flame journey. If you can heal from these wounds, these get handled on even the darkest of the energies, this means that you have found your recipe to ensure that you stay tuned, stay happy, and that you don't fall into any sort of mental traps and feeling victimized. This is like a very major lesson that is going to give you also a significant spiritual growth. So we are coming to the end of the reading. I knew this reading will be longer. And I see here as well, it's that you didn't sell your soul to the devil, even though their price went up to give it to you. So you didn't do that. You did not sell your soul here. So it's being rewarded, and you will release yourself from this mental trap, and you will not experience any of this sabotage in the future. So many of you could find out, okay, what happened? It could be just so deep that with the moon and the 8 of Swords, it's quite deep. I mean, it's it requires actually to experience it before you understand what actually happened with this twin flame journey, why you are on this twin flame journey as well. So a person, for some of you, I'm picking up this release of pain from a twin flame journey when it comes to love. You are releasing it. You are releasing the elements, the dark elements attached to it, and minimizing it as well. There is hope and renewal. With the King of Swords too, there is communication coming in from someone that have feelings for you. They see your kindness not as weakness but as strength. This person is someone that is, they want to stand in front of you to connect with you with the truth. They're also very attracted to you here. Now, with this King of Swords, they might also go through something about, they don't know how to communicate as well. So if you're dealing with an air sign, why is the 8 and 8? 8 could be significant. 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands. Okay, someone could have wanted to play the field and they see that it didn't lead them to anything. It could have led to a lot of gossip as well. You might be dealing with a Leo. I'm picking up something about them wanting to, there could have been a midlife crisis going on. I mean, midlife crisis can happen anywhere because everyone will feel their age. This is someone that is just, they did something for too long and it didn't really pay off for them. See, coming back to you, most importantly here, you will clear a pain that you have that's happened in regards to a connection. It's going to reset also the way you look at love. And I feel here that this is going to set you free. And it has to do with also visualize a new, kind of a new home, a new place to live or something like that for the connection. It's going to be very healing. For very few of you, if you are Sagittarius or Capricorn and you were in a very, when this with a twin flame and lived let's say a lifestyle that is unhealthy. So this could also be that you are the one that took the healthy route. So even if you didn't live with them as well, so that's for a few of you, or Gemini, something about choosing, it's like you at some point could be living both an unhealthy lifestyle, but you have moved away from this lifestyle. They haven't. So it's also a counterpart here that could have been rebelling against that too, that this person doesn't want to live, they want to live this lifestyle. So they are sort of saying, nah, can't be with you because I want to live this lifestyle. So something like that. Now, whatever you are healing from, especially someone that brought you pain, it's going to happen in a way of you looking at what you learned from this union and be grateful for it. It hasn't really so much to do about forgiving someone for, it's not really that aspect. It's more to see why something happened, why you got caught. It can also have to do with you reflecting back on, so very often we can attract someone that resembles a parent figure. So, and often it is at the age of 5, or so. Let's say if your parent was very young, and again, living in a different time that is now, like where a lot of things have changed. Your upbringing, if it was more strict or, completely different than how people are brought up now. So very much outdated. Anyway, the point here is you could have attracted someone with those qualities in your person, even though you don't want to attract that because it's outdated. But then that's the mirror you have in your mind. So it's something about analyzing and putting it down to more of why you attract someone, what happened, and so on. So you will find these answers, and you will see that though you are going to find a logical answer. And however you find it, their twin flames, it's going to make sense to you, and that's how you're going to reset also your wounds. So you're going to be like, okay, maybe you have been following a scar to heal. Say, especially if you have a scar on your face, you could be for the longest time. It's like, okay, how long you're Googling every day and seeing how is it going to go? Is it not going to go? What's going to help? Okay, so you're just constantly looking at the scar until one day you just got tired of looking at the scar and you're not focusing on it anymore. It's pretty much like that. Yeah, and you're ready for a new journey. Whatever that journey might be, you're ready for it. And this journey is going to be very rewarding for you. It says here to start again, but it's something that's going to come naturally to you. It's not about force in this reading. I feel it's not about forcing, and it's not about saying, oh, right, Rainbow Wizard said that, okay, I should do this and therefore my pain should go away tomorrow. It's more that you are at that stage already. And if you have been trapped, there is this bad energy that feels imprinted. You might feel like someone cursed you. You feel that, you can't get rid of the energy. There will be a solution that you have on your own so that you can detach yourself from that. So it's not a curse. It's not a, it could feel like that though, but it's like you're going to find a way to start over and release and lose focus on that topic, full stop, basically. Anything else here, spirits, before I wrap up the reading? Okay, so I will just bear with me. Well, now I don't have. So I have a Gemini, and we also have the Lover's Gemini. Cross pollinate, so something to do with bees. So yeah, it resembles a situation that is like more complex than what you think. So it's like digging in. It can, there's an energy about being, like the energy around this connection can be shallow or oversimplified. But it does encourage breathing rather than diving deep. Yeah, something about, and I think I mentioned that in the beginning, right? It's very deep. So when I say, so simplifying means this person said they met you, you're just another ordinary person they met, forgot about you. That's not the case. Doesn't matter if they haven't spoken to you for a lifetime. It doesn't matter. It is complicated. It is a reason why you have met, and that's how it is, regardless of what seems on the surface. That's why it's complicated. It's also having an open mind and a sense of universal siblinghood as well. A soul knows exactly how to find itself back in equilibrium if we let all of these parts communicate. So helping unexpressed feelings, persons and elements within a community to be heard. So it's something here about speaking up about your feelings as well, to yourself, to other people. Now, it's going to help you do that. So it's not about saying, oh, I'll figure things out by myself. I don't have any feelings, because you're coming up as the Queen of Swords. But it says here, it could really help you. It's like the words are the heart of the issue you are facing. The words, yeah. Not just any words though, but it's a real dialogue. Maybe if you're feeling tension in a situation, see what is blocking the lines of communication and open. Listen to the grapevine and the cross-pollinate. Gather and share information. Bits of truths may float on gossip. So we have that gossip around the connection as well. Explore social media, sound bites, and any other way to get word out. Talk to people as if they are your siblings and true equals. If something is bothering you, find place to unpack it, get it on the table and take a good look, and then talk it over in depth with a friend or therapist, or write it in a journal. Trust the process of self-expression to help gain the root of the problem. However, assume anything you say will be repeated. Gemini energy often scatters seeds. So it's not concerned with privacy or individuality, and it's not necessarily loyal. So yeah, it's that, again, this message is deep. So many of you might feel that this person that is your twin flame is someone that you You're trying to brush it under the carpet, even to yourself, to other people. You can't speak to anyone about it. You feel trapped. So yeah, writing a journal about your thoughts. So it's picking up that it's more about, so it's kind of very complicated in a way of you even suspecting someone is your twin flame, but you're telling yourself, no, but you're here listening to the reading, and then you're like, I don't feel anything for them. Why do I want to go to the bother of writing anything down? It's just something to do with this person on your mind, writing something down to do with it. That's the advice. You can take it or leave it. I shall finish off the reading. I think it was a very deep reading with some very interesting messages. It looks like you are the first person here, there are twin flames, that will, it's going to be a major progression in your life. And you might look back on this moment, this time, and say, oh, I see that was a significant change in my life, the way I'm thinking, my actions as well. Yeah. With the Temperance, a significant time in your life where you have unpacked something that is deeply rooted within you, and you really are healing and you're finding a new purpose. Many of you in the near future will meet another soulmate or a soulmate. This person is someone that you are, it's like you're starting over completely, the Hermit. I feel that this person is living on a distance from you. They are not healed. So there is some immaturity here as well. I see that you will move into a relationship with someone here that is on a distance from you after you've healed your heart. There have been gossip, but the gossip has sort of ended here. Have faith. If I will ask if it's who is this person, let's find out. Any last messages to my dear twin flames? Who's the person that is, any messages for the person that is resembling the Two of Cups here? Supposedly that is your twin flame. We have a strong Two of Cups. For some of you, this reading is about healing a twin flame, like the wounds that have come across on the journey to meet your soulmate. I'm seeing here as well that you are not going to be afraid to speak up your mind. Yeah. With the Ace of Swords. This could be your twin flame. If you're dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, there's a possibility here to reunite. This time, things will be shared equally. This time, you are not afraid of a broken heart. This time here, you are not afraid of kind of anything. But I see, in all honesty, for most of you, that you will stick to your guns here, dear twin flames. I see that you are not going to tolerate anything that is obscure. You will also speak your mind. Yeah. Someone is going to see a different you. If you have in the past been, let's say, let everything go under the carpet, you will just say, well, I thought you're in a relationship, or it's something about you speaking your mind very bluntly, and what you're speaking, what you're thinking, and what you're suspecting. And someone is going to be scared of you speaking exactly what's on your mind. They're not used to you being confrontational as well. They're going to find and see you confrontational. You are showing up as the Queen of Wands, which is really you. It's like you are going to claim what's yours and you're not afraid anymore. it's quite deep, and people are going to, and yourself are going to be very, you are going to be shocked. But I see this again, this reading here is complicated. Please look up at the signs here, because it requires a certain boldness, but it's love conquers all. Now, it also suggests here that you will go towards someone, speak your mind, but you will not move into a relationship with them because of their situation. So you are going to speak your mind about everything. I see you have a choice in love, dear twin flames. For many of you, this choice in love is going to be a soulmate. You will reject someone. Yeah. I do see you speaking your truth, even to the point of, yeah. I'm seeing that you are speaking the truth here to someone, their twin flames. You are telling, it's almost like you're going to tell someone, if it was yourself, and give yourself a pep talk, which is why I'm laughing, because someone is not expecting that. You are going to be so blunt that you are the one that's going to trigger this person to change. I, in all honesty, do not see you move into a relationship with this twin flame in the near future, no. They have to change their life first. They are living in an illusion that breadcrumbs and, you know, staying on a crossroads, indecisive, staying a little bit on the spiritual journey, forcing control, but acting as a player. It's not going to fly with you. But you are not going to watch them pursue you anymore either without telling them the truth. And I think this truth will really, it will set you free from and heal this connection. So yeah, the reading's taking a little twist here at the end. A little twist. You are going to go back to say what's on your mind, I'm seeing here. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You are definitely going to speak your mind. And for some, this reading have this twin flame journey have many twists and turns, is because you could also be someone that have the possibility, when you use your tool to your advantage, to go from 0 to 100 overnight if you use them. And right now it says, speak the truth, even if don't people please, speak your truth. It's like some of you could be too humble as well, but you're going to speak the truth to them. Someone here does not take a hint and doesn't take, you're staying away. So it's like next time if you encounter this person, if you haven't before, you will tell them your peace of mind. And here it says that's all right. That's part of your healing process. You have already decided what you visualize as a relationship. For those of you that I feel are moving towards a soulmate, that soulmate's coming towards you. This reading isn't really about that. But either way here, this confrontation to someone, it's going to set you apart or set you free. As well as there will be a change with this twin flame. And only when they have gone through and said, this is enough of this, journey that is have too much of the darkness in it, that's where I jump off. But you are in the end the one that will tell them and show them the way, and you already are their twin flames. So thank you for watching. Great doing your reading, and I wish you a wonderful weekend soon.